When dumb employees get arrested at work, employee misconduct can take many different forms, from interpersonal conflicts to financial irregularities, and it can have serious consequences for both individuals and organizations. Today, we will go through some of the examples that show the serious repercussions of such kinds of behavior. Number 5. Amazon delivery man case. The suspect is an Amazon delivery driver who was driving so recklessly that he ramped up on the sidewalk curve before being apprehended by police. As a result, police officers eventually stopped him.
How you doing today? Okay. Yeah? You're just okay, or what's going on today? You're what? I got you. You got a driver's license on you? What time did you start working today?
10.
10 this morning?
Yeah.
Do you know what time it is now?
5:30.
Do you have anything to drink today, or?
No.
Do you have any medical conditions or anything?
Depression.
Do you know, can you say the alphabet starting with E and ending with W?
The cop quickly realized he couldn't recite the alphabet, so he ordered the driver to exit the vehicle to see if he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Following the question the cop asked the suspect, he administered the following tests to determine his level of intoxication.
Do me a favor, why don't you hop on out here real quick, all right? You can set your stuff down there. Yeah, you can come back this way. We're just going to go back this way a little bit on this. You don't have anything in your pockets, or nothing, no razor blades, no nothing like that?
The cop was still unsure of his suspect's condition, so he asked him to do another exercise. It was during this activity that the cop discovered the truth about his suspect's condition.
All right. Do me a favor, take your hat off for me real quickly. And then, can you see the tip of my finger here? Mm-hmm. Just follow the tip of my finger with your eyes, okay? Don't move your head, just your eyes, all right?
So despite the fact that the officer had reason to believe that the suspect was under the influence prior to placing him under arrest, he decided to give him one more test. Okay.
All right. Next thing I'm going to have you do, if you just take a couple steps back there, kind of towards your bumper or whatever. You can put your hat back on if you want. All right, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to take one foot, whichever one you're most comfortable with. You're going to pick your foot up, one foot up, whichever one you choose, point your toe. You're going to look down at your foot and count to 30 by thousands, okay? You understand that? Just hands out of your pockets, hands down at your side. And then one foot, whichever one you're most comfortable with, count to 30 by thousands. You can begin whenever you're ready. Keep going, keep going. You got to, yeah.
6, 1,000. 7, 1,000.
Despite the fact that the cops said they had to arrest him because he performed so poorly on field sobriety tests, Sig stated that he hadn't had anything to drink at the police station.
Okay, do me a favor. We're going to place your hands right behind your back, all right? I'm going to place you under arrest for driving under the influence, okay? Is there alcohol in the car, or what happened today? You just have a couple for when you're working, or?
The cops then returned to the suspect's vehicle and arrested him after discovering his staff and a bottle of alcohol. Sirsig, on the other hand, was released from prison after posting bail and pleading not guilty during his first court appearance. Also, the case is still ongoing. But if you were upset with this delivery driver for DUI, imagine how you'd react if you learned that an elementary school teacher had shown up to class under the influence of alcohol. Number 4. The elementary school teacher case. Jennifer Davis, an elementary school teacher, was detained at school for drunkenness after coworkers smelled alcohol on her breath. As a result, the cops decided to question her before administering the initial test to determine her level of intoxication.
Good. Can we clear the room? This is Jennifer Davis.
Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer, how you doing? How you doing over there? We talked to Miss Davis a little bit about some reports that we've received as late as this morning. And so she understands, and she said she'd be willing to meet with you and talk to you.
Okay.
But we want to give you all some privacy too. So is this a suitable
Yeah, this is
place?
fine.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll just step out here.
As a result, the cops made the decision to interrogate her before offering her the first test to determine her level of intoxication.
So what's going on today?
They said they had reports where I was drinking at school, which is...
She stated that she did not arrive at school under the influence of alcohol. However, the cops were experienced in their field and knew how to proceed, so they recommended that she take the first test.
All right, let's try that. Go ahead and stand up for me real quick if you would. Heel to heel, toe to toe, arms straight down to the side. Okay. You say you wear glasses.
Yes.
Any traumatic brain injuries?
No.
Growing up or anything like
No.
that? Okay. 'Cause sometimes that can affect what I'm
No,
moving.
I can't see without my glasses. That's all I was saying.
Okay. All right. Can you see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to follow this right with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just track on that.
After they had completed the first exam, they decided to challenge the teacher to a breathalyzer test. They told her that if she was not intoxicated, she would volunteer to take the test, and she did so, which helped them uncover the truth.
Okay, what's going to happen is when this thing tells me it's time to blow, I'm going to have you reach over with your mouth and blow into that as hard as you can until I tell you to stop. Big deep breath, blow. Hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Good.
I don't even know what that
0.06.
is. That
You are just under the legal limit. So if you were to be out driving right now, you would be charged with DWI, driving while intoxicated.
under the legal limit?
Just under it. The legal limit is 0.08, which is DUI. From a .06 to an 07, you could be charged with DWI.
I haven't had anything to drink today.
Okay, well.
The cop stated that her blood alcohol level was 0.66 and that she lied to authorities about having only one glass of wine the night before. Furthermore, the permissible blood alcohol level for drivers is 0.8, so the cop went to visit the school's principal, who was in his office discussing the teacher's resignation.
That's the right thing to do, but it's also the thing that will draw scrutiny and criticism from everybody in the community.
Because she's allowed to go home with someone else and not be arrested.
Yeah, I think the thing we'll have to do there, just to speak the school language here for a second with you, is just she's not going to come back.
Right.
She's going to give me a letter if we're going to do it that way. So I'm willing to go that way, or if she's not willing to give me a letter of resignation.
And that's something you'll work out between with her. But from a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
When the cop returned to the room where the suspect was, he brought the director and 2 other teachers with him. The cop then told the suspect what would happen to her and that she would be detained. You've been entrusted with the child's care and safety, as well as his education, and now you're about to be arrested for public intoxication.
You're here entrusted for the care and safety and the for the teaching
I
of these kids.
understand, but
Okay? No, today you're going to be arrested for public intoxication. Okay?
Please don't do this. I will have my sister come get me,
I don't write the laws.
and I will resign.
In addition, the director informed her that she would no longer be employed at the school. The police explained to her why she was going to be detained.
In terms of your employment here, Jennifer, we can't move forward with you being a teacher here any longer.
Okay.
If you want to resign, that's your option. If you choose not to, though, I would be forced to go to the board and ask for your termination based on the outcome of today.
I would like to resign.
In addition, they searched her bag and let her call her family to let them know what was going on. After that, the cops arrested her. In the meantime, she asked her former director if this would make the news because she didn't want others to see it. To conclude, Jennifer Davis was arrested on a charge of public intoxication, and she subsequently resigned from her position as a teacher. Also, records show Davis is out of jail at the moment. Number 3, DUI case. Alexa, a 22-year-old hostess, is said to have been arrested for a pending DUI warrant issued in Hillsborough County, Florida. As a result, a cop was dispatched to the location where she worked to arrest her and transport her to jail.
How you doing?
Hi, are you the manager?
I am.
Is there an Alexa that works here?
Yes.
Is she here?
Yes. She's my daughter.
Oh no.
Yeah, what happened? Somebody hurt her car?
She has an active warrant.
Alexa?
Evidently, yeah.
Well, hold on, which Alexa? I've got two of them. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm like, not my daughter.
An Alexa Kazada.
My host.
Oh, okay.
I'll grab her.
At this point, the manager became concerned and went looking for Alexa. When she found her, she led her to a private room where the cops handcuffed her.
Stay or I can go when you want me to do.
You're Alexa?
I am.
What's your full name?
Alexa Kristen Casetta.
Okay, what's your date of birth, please?
January 29th, 2001.
Okay, that's 10 o'clock. Evidently, I'm gonna need you to turn around and put your hands behind your back, please. Evidently, you have an active warrant out of Hillsborough County.
You didn't know that.
Can you turn around, please?
Yeah. Can we bring her back?
Yeah, whatever's easiest. I'm just gonna detain you right now so we can determine what's going on.
The officer responded, "I'm just going to detain you right now so we can determine what's going on."
Confirmed. Do you know anything about what might be happening at something in Hillsborough?
The DUI that I had?
I'm not exactly certain. We just got a call that we needed to come out here and check for you and then see if there was, if you were here and there was evidently a warrant. I'm going to see if it's confirmed.
I wasn't aware of the warrant.
The cop questioned her about why she still had a warrant and whether or not she knew anything about it. After she became confused and unsure of what was going on, the cop attempted to contact other cops about the situation by calling them via radio, but the connection was poor, so they went outside instead. At this point, the cop contacted the department, who informed him that another female cop would be coming to check her out and that her warrant was for driving under the influence of alcohol. So the cop questioned her again, and this time Alexa spoke with more control.
Okay, so you don't have any idea why there'd be a warrant?
Partly because of the classes.
Did you not go to classes?
I haven't been to the classes, no.
Well, that would probably be why. Okay. Because if you don't comply with court orders, then this is usually what happens. Is there a reason you didn't go?
I've just been busy. My mom kicked me out, so I was just like struggling to move in and getting settled and everything money-wise. I'm just struggling with everything too right now. And
okay.
Like everything just happened, like I have to do that.
Yes, of course.
She is one of the best employees that we have, and she works probably anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week, if I'm right. She's here all day, every day. I just gave her a promotion. I am so shocked and sad of all the people that this is happening to. I am very, very surprised.
That's why we...
Last person in the building, I would have never thought.
Well, folks make mistakes. I mean, things happen.
While the cop continued to question the suspect about various issues, the female cop arrived to search the suspect and arrest her.
So, nothing in pockets or in clothing?
That's it.
Just a vape? Right. And if you need to get any phone numbers out of your phone, you'll be able to do that down there too. So nothing else on you at all, right? Okay, can you spread your feet apart a little bit? Oh, your rings and stuff? Okay, do you want me to take them off?
I'll take them
now,
off.
or wait till you get
I'll
there?
put them on the purse now.
Okay, when your purse, we'll put them in your purse for you? Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't want to get scratched on these or scratched on the car or anything like that.
After checking the suspect's body, the female cop led him to the police vehicle, while the male cop briefed the restaurant's managers on what was to come. Furthermore, while sitting in the police vehicle and feeling anxious about the situation, Alexa eventually asked the cops how long this ordeal would last. Finally, the restaurant hostess, Alexa, was transferred to the Sarasota County Jail after being detained for driving under the influence of alcohol due to a warrant issued in Hillsborough County, Florida. Many people believe this case is absurd and have expressed their disbelief by saying things like, "Over missing classes for a DUI, can't believe this world." Nevertheless, the law remains the law. Number 2, hardware shop theft. Callie Lewis was arrested for committing theft against her former employer. The state of Arkansas claimed that Lewis and another defendant named Nicholas Preston conspired to steal more than $1,000 in merchandise from the hardware store where Lewis worked as a cashier. After the police questioned the manager about what happened, he recounted the events from his perspective. The manager pointed to another employee and told him to come tell his side of the story and present the police with the evidence he had obtained in light of this. Immediately following the cops' conversation with both of the workers,
the manager, he could have been for about 20 minutes. She refuses to give me this guy's name or anything, but she clearly lets him walk with all this merchandise twice.
Okay.
On the first time, she even takes his shot to take the security devices and stuff off of it before him to let him walk out the door. And we have a assistant manager should be in here later that says she got in that truck the night before when she left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I've got her writing. She refuses to admit to anything, so I've got her in the office writing down a statement of what she said happened.
Okay. Well, my partner here is talking to a detective and see what our next step is going to be.
In light of this, immediately after the cops' conversation with both of the workers,
The manager and the cops decided that they should go meet the suspect, while the other employee was asked to provide the stolen items, receipts, and any other evidence to the cops so that they could notify the detective assigned to the case. After the cops arrived in the room where the suspect was seated, the employees proceeded to present the evidence to them. After reviewing the evidence, the police approached the suspect and interrogated her, asking her questions. Before she was arrested, the police warned the suspect that she would most likely be barred from returning to the store once the investigation was completed. The officer also informed the suspect about her Miranda rights. One of the cops called their detective and informed him that the stolen property included the following. There were $893 taken on Friday and $977 taken on Saturday. The cop asked her to stand up, spin around, and place your hands on your back for me. You will be arrested for sufficient theft of property. The cops removed her from the store, drove her to the parking lot, and put her in the police car. Furthermore, they confiscated her purse from the locker room. While in the police vehicle, the suspect attempted to tell the cops the truth, but they refused. To summarize, the case against Lewis and co-defendant Nicholas Preston is still ongoing at this time, but the state of Arkansas has filed charges alleging that the two conspired to steal more than $1,000 in merchandise from the shop. Number 1. Walmart employee case. Deja Hawley, a 20-year-old Walmart employee, was caught stealing not once, but 5 times during her shift, so her boss had had enough and called the cops.
All right, Deja. So they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah. They got you on camera. Were you able to empty out your pockets?
And my money.
Okay, you can take that out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Let's see it.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I'm in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead and place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down. You got nothing on you?
Which pocket did she put
Take
in?
your hands behind your head, or like
This one?
behind your head. There you go.
This one.
Deja appears to be unaware of the gravity of the accusations. She is dismissive. Even after being shown photos of her stealing from the register, Deja denied stealing the employee and even began raising her voice to the other staff and police officers who were simply ensuring she knew what she was supposed to do. If that is not peak oblivious behavior, I don't know what is. The staff then explained to Deja that the still photos she was shown were taken from a video in which she was caught putting money in her pocket and denying it would not change anything. That appears to have struck a nerve because she immediately began to act hostile toward the officers, even refusing to listen to their instructions and picking up her belongings despite being told she couldn't. I'm sure you can sense the tension in the room at this point. The back-forth continued, and as Deja continued to deny the accusations, she began talking back to the authorities, telling them that she would not be speaking with them, of course. That could be her legal choice. But when asked to write the statement, Deja declined and returned the paper with only her initials written on it. At this point, I believe Deja is still unsure of where this is going, and she calmly asked the officers what their deal was. Perhaps this is why she acted so confused and shocked when the cops informed her that she was being arrested. If you think this is crazy, wait until you see what she did next. Spoiler alert, what she did next will undoubtedly ensure that she does not return home that day. The officers used more force just to handcuff her, breaking her nails in the process. I mean, it may have been excessive force, but it appears that these officers are simply doing their jobs, and when a person suspected of a crime begins to act aggressively, they must stand their ground and enforce the law. That is how things work. After the commotion subsided, the trios began blaming one another. Deja insisted the cops were to blame despite the officers' claims, citing how the 20-year-old resisted arrest, resulting in her injury. These cops are clearly struggling to keep Deja under control, as she was still upset about her nails and how all of the officers were coming at her at once, but I can't blame them for being extra cautious. Since Deja has proven to be an uncooperative lady, they ask her to remain calm, and things improve as you can see her demeanor change, and she even began to show respect to the authorities after the ambulance arrived. When asked why she had the money, more questions arise. Deja stated that she had bills to pay, just like the rest of us, but unlike most decent people, this Walmart employee was unable to explain the other times she was caught putting cash in her pocket during the shift. Because of this, she became aggressive again, especially after the cops discovered her fake IDs. Finally, the cops had had enough and warned Deja one last time about her behavior, but the employee insisted she wasn't fighting in the first place. Unfortunately for her, she is unable to persuade the cops of this, and they walk her out of the store to the police car. While being transported to jail, Deja couldn't get her head around the situation and asked the officer to summarize it. She cannot believe she was arrested based solely on those photos. She even attempted to appeal to the officer's emotions by recounting her entire story about how the people back at Walmart treated her so badly. Deja was charged with aggravated assault, theft, and resisting arrest. These cases serve as a reminder of the larger social issues at hand and the necessity of taking preventative action to ensure that similar incidents don't happen again. Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.